Mr. Narendra Modi unveiled the new Sansad as the ultimate temple of democracy that unites the entire country with the guarantee of sovereignty and equality. The new Sansad fired the imagination of an entire nation, and these images of the Prime Minister prostrating before the Sengol were seen by many as a ruler's commitment to putting Dharma, and this is not the religious Dharma, this is actually your duty, the entire commitment of upholding the responsibility of the position that you hold. That Dharma before power. For them, it was a noble promise sanctified by thousands of years old tradition of one Bharatvarsha's finest ruler, the Cholas. Earlier, we also saw the Sansad's secular nature re-fortified with the chants of the all-faith prayers held in the new Sansad compound. But this monumental declaration of a new Bharat's emergence was sullied by an opposition that pulled out an image of a coffin and the imagery of a monarch. The impudence was unmistakable and left one wondering if the opposition could stoop lower, but perhaps no one's surprised. It has today. AIMIM chief Asaduddin Owaisi calling the Sengol handover ceremony as communal. For the Samajwadi Party, Swami Prasad Maurya, it was a Brahmanical affair. The tone of his suggestion was echoed by the Trinamool Congress that suggested that the Parliament's unveiling was saffronized with the presence of Hindu Seers. Lalu Prasad Yadav's RJD likened the moment to the Prime Minister holding a villain in a Bollywood film. Let's listen in to all these charges.
India का कोई रिलीजन नहीं है। इंडिया सब रिलीजन को मानता है। अगर कोई रिलीजन को नहीं मानता, इंडिया उसको भी मानता है। मगर अफसोस हुआ देश के प्रधानमंत्री, आप सिर्फ एक ही मजहब के लोगों को लेकर गए लोकसभा में। मिस्टर मोदी, आप हिंदुओं के भी प्राइम मिनिस्टर हैं, मुसलमानों के भी हैं, ईसाइयों के भी हैं, सिखों के लिए भी हैं, आदिवासियों के लिए आप सब 130 को जनता के वजीर आजम हैं।
भारतीय जनता पार्टी का न लोकतंत्र में विश्वास है, न जनता पर विश्वास है, इसीलिए राजतंत्र के रास्ते पर आगे बढ़ रही है और साथ ही साथ संविधान तंत्र निरपेक्ष भावना से हटकर जो एक धर्म विशेष के लोगों को महिमा मंडित करने का काम कर रही है, इससे लगता है कि वो न केवल राजतंत्र की ओर बढ़ रही है बल्कि ब्राह्मणवाद की ओर भी बढ़ रही है।
You're watching the News Hour at 9, debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
And joining Shehzad Poonawalla and Mr. Bishwajit Deb are Tushar Gupta, Senior Editor of Swarajya, and Mr. Waris Pathan, National Spokesperson of the AIMIM, to whom goes my first question. Waris Pathan ji, you're very upset. Your chief Asaduddin Owaisi is very upset that just placing the Sengol in the Lok Sabha next to the Speaker's chair has destroyed the secular credentials of this country. How come these were not destroyed in 1947 and they've suddenly been destroyed today?
Well, Navika, let me start by saying that India has got no religion, India has hot religion. It was never an Hindu Rashtra, will never be a Hindu Rashtra. We practice our religion, secularism, pluralism is the key ingredient of our country, the spirit of our country. Yesterday, Prime Minister Modi did two violations. The first one was he did a gross violation of the theory of separation of powers in the Constitution. It shows that he does not believe in the Constitution or the democracy. The right to inaugurate the Parliament building was of the Lok Sabha Speaker, who is the custodian of the Parliament. Second thing, Modi is not the Prime Minister only of our Hindu brothers. Modi is also the Prime Minister of Christians, Muslims, Sikhs, Isais, everybody. Yesterday when we see what happened in the Parliament House was that Modi was going along with only the Hindu priest. Why no Christian priest was invited? Why no Parsi priest was invited? Why no Muslim Maulana was invited there? What does Modi want to show to the entire nation? The nation does not belong to only... Modi did not make this off of his own friends' money. This parliament building was made out of the money of the exchequer. He should have followed the rules, he should have followed the proceeding. Thirdly, he did not invite the president. Why? I am asking several questions. The mutt, the priest, was called, invited in a chartered flight, but the president, who lives just in Delhi, she was not invited. Why? Why Modi did not invite the other religious leaders? Why? Second thing, Sengol is the sign of justice. What justice is done yesterday? The justice, the right of inaugurating the parliament building was of the Lok Sabha speaker. Did Modi do justice?
So Waris Pathan ji, you actually agree that the Sengol is not a religious symbol, it's the sign of justice. Do you agree to that much at least? That the Sengol is the sign of justice?
Who practices justice?
No,
Does Modi practice
but it's
justice?
not religious. Do you admit it's not religious? It's just a sign of justice?
No.
You just said it. You just said it. You're confused.
Allow me. If you are placing Sengol there, why did you not invite the Christian priest? Why did you not invite the Muslim Maulana? Why did you not invite the Sikh Guru? Why no person was invited? Only
my friend, I'm asking you a simple question.
Yes.
Waris Pathan ji, don't get ahead of yourself. My question to you is, you believe that the Sengol represents justice, that justice should be done, whoever is the person sitting in the seat of power.
That is what the originality of the Sengol is.
Okay.
Yes.
So it is not religious, it is justice.
The magic
Shehzad
meaning of Sengol.
Hangama kyun hai barpa?
Now my dear friend Waris, sir, abhi mera samay, please. Waris made the opening statement, India has no religion. I was hearing him very carefully. Why you did not call A, B, C community? Waris, your name in the party, there is Muslimin. When are you adding all India Majlis-e-Ittihadul Hindu, Majlis-e-Ittihadul Parsi, Majlis-e-Ittihadul Jain, Majlis-e-Ittihadul Buddhist? आप बताओ, आप communal हो गए फिर इस लिहाज से? अच्छा, आप पूरा सुनो. दूसरा, you have said Sengol. Sengol represents not religion, it represents Dharma. Like Mahatma Gandhi said, Ram Rajya did not mean something to do with Hinduism. It meant something to do with righteousness. Similarly, Sengol is a symbol of our righteousness and it connects आज़ादी के बाद वाला भारत with गुलामी से पहले वाला भारत. और यही तो दिक्कत है. जो लोग रजाकार के वंशज है, इनको गुलामी के पहले वाला भारत और आज़ादी के बाद वाले भारत के बीच में जो सेतु बनकर उभर रहा है, इससे बड़ी दिक्कत है. मैं इनसे पूछना था दो तीन बातें. इन्होंने प्रेसिडेंट की बात की. भाई 15 अगस्त को आप लॉयर है, 15th August is president invited? Does that mean she's insulted? No. She's invited for 26 Jan because it's a constitutional protocol. This is a samajik samaro. Supreme Court Justice Maheshwari has also said that inauguration has nothing to do with what you are citing, and therefore if President of India is not called for 15th August program, which is by the way done on Lal Kila पर हो तो तब तो ठीक है. चोला राज्यों का कोई हो, तमिल संस्कृति का कुछ हो, तो वारिस पठान के साथ पूरी इकोसिस्टम उसे ताबूत कहेगी. अब देखिए वारिस, मैंने आपके बीच में नहीं बोला. वारिस, आई हर्ड यू आउट. वारिस, मैंने अब 10 सेकंड और वारिस 10 सेकंड और उसके बाद आप बोलिए. वारिस देखिए मैंने आपके बीच में बोला. वारिस 10 सेकंड
वारिस पठान
10 सेकंड और.
वारिस पठान
10 सेकंड और. अब मुझे अपनी बात खत्म करने दीजिए. बात खत्म ही हो रही है. बात खत्म. नहीं, वो तो आएंगे, वो सब एक ही बोलेंगे ना. तो मैं ये कह रहा हूँ लास्टली, देखिए वारिस जी, आपने तो एक बार गणपति बाप्पा मोरिया बोला तो फतवा जारी हो गया, आपको माफी मांगनी पड़ी. आप सेकुलरिज्म का पार्ट मत पढ़ाओ, पर हाँ, डेट से प्रॉब्लम, डिजाइन से प्रॉब्लम, शेर से प्रॉब्लम, सिंबल से प्रॉब्लम, इमारत से प्रॉब्लम, इरादे से प्रॉब्लम. अरे भाई, इनको प्रॉब्लम ही इस चीज से है कि आत्मनिर्भर भारत का इतना बड़ा लोकतंत्र को जीवित करने वाला स्तंभ बना ही कैसे.
सेपरेशन ऑफ पावर्स का कत्ल करने वालों से प्रॉब्लम.
अरे सुप्रीम कोर्ट गया था महाराज कल वो केस.
What is the Trinamool Congress's problem with the presence of Seers? There was an all-faith prayer meeting outside. There were the Seers, because this comes from the mutt in Tamil Nadu, so the Seers brought it. Where is the problem, and what is the problem with?
We have all respect for the Seers, but you see, you should understand one thing, that the politics of BJP is the politics of division on the basis of religion. And that is what exactly has been done even at the inauguration ceremony of the new parliament building also. The inauguration ceremony of the new parliament building has not also been left out from the politics of division on the basis of religion. This is the politics of BJP. And we are ashamed to see that the same thing has been done exactly in the parliament also.
What happened?
But why?
Why are you saying that? There was an all-faith prayer. There was an all-faith prayer.
Please let me.
Sengol se problem hai inko.
Please let me finish. No. There must be. You see, India is a secular country. It is a secular country. The preamble says that India is a secular.
कल communal क्या था?
In a secular country, when you are inaugurating a parliament,
yes.
when you are inaugurating
yes.
a parliament house, each and every representative from each and every community,
they were there.
That is.
Surah Rahman was also recited.
Expected.
Surah Rahman was recited.
They were not.
Surah Rahman was recited. Please go see the proceedings.
They were not there inside.
Haan, but nobody has said that in Ram Navami one community does not do bad, only other community does. That has not happened. Nobody has stopped Durga Puja immersion for Tajia. Nobody has done that.
That is what. No. You come and see.
What I have seen, I was seeing
in Bengal. Come and see.
Bengal, everyone has seen.
In Bengal, Durga
TMC
Puja.
means तुष्टिकरण मुझे चाहिए.
No.
Yes, Jai Shri Ram बोलने पर arrest हो जाते हैं.
And that is the.
You have changed name of Ram Dhenu to Ram Dhenu. ये भी नहीं आपको ठीक लगा.
The state sponsors each and every Durga Puja.
Did you not put a ban on Durga Puja idol immersion at the time of Tajia and the High Court had to tell you to not do it?
You are spreading.
If I show you the fact, will you quit as a TMC spokesperson? If I show you the fact.
No, everybody knows the fact. It is an fact because it was in the courts and everybody knows that fact. But Tushar Gupta, somebody like Mr. Waris Pathan says the Sengol is the symbol of justice, but he calls it communal. The Seers are taking it not acceptable because the country stops being secular if the Seers take the Sengol inside. Is the opposition running out of excuses on why they opposed the inauguration of the new Sansad?
You know, Navika, yesterday when we all were watching this ceremony from our homes early in the morning and you were there, the one thing that was pretty obvious was that the opposition had found itself in a corner. By boycotting the ceremony, they had literally pushed themselves in a corner politically and perception-wise. To boycott it was never wise. Now they have run out of steam and excuses both, and therefore they're looking for anything that they can attack to score some political brownie points, but that's not going to work. Waris Pathan here says that the parliament is of everyone, the prime minister is of the Christians also, of the Muslims also, and he's right. But isn't the parliament of all the parliamentarians also those parliamentarians who sat out yesterday out of the ceremony when they should have not? Are the parliamentarians who do not belong to the BJP but have been trusted by the voters had the responsibility to be present at the inauguration of the new parliament? Sir, do not talk about the duty of the Prime Minister when the parliamentarians of the party you support cannot fulfill their basic duties to the voters.
Absolutely. And that is the point. By not being there, by raising these objections, the question is, why are these parliamentarians not understanding that it is not just their will, it is the will of the people that has put them there? To boycott the parliament is actually keeping the interests of the people away from being addressed, because this is the temple of democracy where all the needs, all the parties, all the elected representatives have to fight for the rights of those who they represent. Why are they shying away from their own duty and asking questions about the Prime Minister's rights and raising questions about the breaking of the secular traditions of India? What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Are these objections justified? Can you call a new parliament a coffin, as the RJD called? Or is that the lowest of the low slurs given to the temple of democracy? I'll leave it at that for now. Thanking all my panelists and thanking you, dear viewers, for being with me this Monday evening on the NewsHour at 9. Good night and be safe.